Hi, I'm Brian Kurtz, and these videos are meant to accompany a book called Access the Real You, Touching Your Divinity and Applying Its Wisdom to Your Life. I hope they serve.
So we keep talking about this awareness place. The way you access stillness is by noticing what's not still. The way you access silence is by noticing what's not silent. Really counterintuitive, but it's very doable with practice. The more you can notice the thoughts your brain is generating, the more time you're spending in the noticer divine place. The more you can notice what's physically taking place in your body, the more you can step back from that and literally begin to, in the energy that you are connected to and the energy that you are connected to, that, the more you can literally feed your body healing energy. In the awareness that your body is simply a physical vehicle, vessel, a flesh bag in which your soul resides, the less important your body becomes. Not like it doesn't matter. We live here, we live in this body. We want to take care of it. We want to honor the body that our soul lives in. Eating well, sleeping on a regular basis. There's lots of stuff that we can do to take care of ourselves. Personally, I love meditation every morning. I try and eat well. In the meditation, in the noticing what's going by, I'm putting myself in that stillness place. In eating well, I'm honoring the body that I have. But the biggest thing we can do is to reduce stress. Be in the awareness of our divinity will reduce stress. I saw an interview with a culture up in like Nepal or Tibet, Bhutan, somewhere up in there. And there was this village of, there was a village that had all of these people who were said to be 130, 140, 150 years old. And they interviewed the most elder in the community that I think they said he was like 160. Crazy number. Who knows if it's accurate? But the fact is he was very old. And they said, how do you get to be this old? What do you have to do? Who do you have to be? And he said, for the first 90 years of life, it's all about learning how to release, how to let stuff go. That resolve, refine, release, that's what he said was the secret to long life. If we carry this stuff, it's in our body. It begins to live in our cells and it wears our bodies down. He said, if you can learn to let go of stuff before you're 90 or so, you can live to be 130, 140, 150. But if you haven't figured out how to let stuff go, how to release that, how to let it go out of your body, out of your mind, out of what your soul is having to carry, if you can let that go, you will live longer. Remember, when your brain generates that chemical that corresponds to the thought that you didn't let go of, we talked about that in an earlier episode, it hits your body. Those chemicals literally begin to live in your cells. We've all experienced trauma. We've all experienced hardship. The amount of time we spend dwelling on that, bringing that back into our present, has that stuff be alive again in our bodies. It's one thing to bring it back. It's another thing to bring it back and just wallow in it. We need to work on it. We need to process it. Apply these point A, point B things to whatever issue comes up in that duality of point A, point B. Work on the resolve, refine, release. All of this is a doable thing and you will live longer. The more you allow that to exist in your body, without clearing it, without processing it, it will affect your body. The chakra system, which started up in that same area of northern India, Nepal, Tibet, Bhutan, and interestingly enough, also in Israel in a book they call over there the Kabbalah. The 7 chakras correspond to the same 7 energy centers talked about in the Kabbalah. The same life aspects are talked about in both cultures. How to resolve those issues and the health benefits from working on these 7 areas of life and who we can be about not just knowing that they exist, but how to work through all of that. Helps us live a longer, better, happier life. Noticing what your brain's generating and working through and releasing it. working on what's going on in your body and working through that and processing it and releasing it, noticing what's going on in your life and who and how you're being about it, and resolving or refining or releasing it will help you live a better, longer life. You can do this. Just take some practice and some diligence.